Good morning, wherever you are. Thank you all for taking your time. I know it's very early in the morning, but it's a new year, and I believe that the new year is a new season that gives us the opportunity to do something new. So wherever you are watching me, you are welcome to this new year edition from IFAB Coaching School and the Purpose Achieving Life organization. It's a new year, and I believe that you and I have to get the best out of the new season. And if we are to get the best out of the new season, then discussions like this are very, very important. So in the next 1 hour, I just want you to get your notepad ready. Let us share ideas as we go through. If you have a question, you can ask a question. I believe that I will be able to see your question down here. And if we have to address it, we'll address it. My name is Kofi Amwatin Owusu, and I am your friend. Let me put it that way. You watched the introductory video. In the last almost 10 years, I discovered myself. Let me put it that way. It all started with me when I found my true self. And I decided that I was going to impact my world in the little way, in the big way that I can before I leave planet Earth. And in the last 10 years, we have put it into practice. And in that video, I remember it was probably our 5th year anniversary as an organization, Purpose Achieving Life, where we were looking at the last 5 years, or probably today, the last 10 years, and how far we have come. And that from that little gift that I have, we've been able to help countless number of people also discover themselves and make a meaningful living out of it. And we continue as an organization to do this. A couple of years ago, it was a new year. Why am I doing this? Somebody may be asking. I remember it was a new year. And I used to work in the NHS. So I would take a bus and go to work. And I was in a bus with a very good friend of mine. And I just told her, Happy New Year. And I was surprised to say she just chucked at me and said, What is good about the new year? Is it not the same thing all over again? There's nothing new under the new year. So I stopped for a long time, you know, fooling myself. Let me put it that way. That is a new year, and I get up and I do all this, and but at the end of it, it's still the same old same. It was a short conversation. We got off the bus, we all went to work, but then something propelled inside of me that it's not only her that feels that a new year actually doesn't mean anything. There are thousands, if not millions, out there who don't see a new year as anything. Of course, I don't blame them, because if you do the same thing you have been doing the last 5, 10 years, you will get the same results. Whether you went 31st night and went shouting, whether you went and wrote goals or whatever down and you went shouting, it will still be the same. That propelled me to write a book. And this is one of the books that I'm writing, that little story. The book I'm writing is The Power of a New Year. When it's ready, I believe that you are going to see it as part of one of my numerous books that you can find and get and buy. But that little story really challenged me. And I said to myself, why not do something very early every year to help people to understand that a new year can actually be really, really powerful? And so this is the reason why I am doing what I am doing today. I'm going to share my slide with you because I'm not going to take much time. It's very early in the morning. And thank you for taking your time to come on. Like I said, if you have any question, you can ask. There are 3 things I do every year at the beginning of every year. At the beginning of every year, I pray, I fast, and I plan. I pray, I fast, and I plan. So as I'm speaking to you currently, we are praying, we are fasting, and we're planning. I double up as a pastor as well. So you will see more about what we do as we go on. And if you want to connect with us, we'll be able to help you and also be able to work with you work with your youth group, work with your organization. As you can see on our screen, what we do every year, year in, year out, and practically put it to practice. I'm here for practical people. I'm here for people who are ready to win. So I call this winning in 2021. So I'm going to share my screen with you. We thank God for new technologies that allows us to come to your home and to come to you very strongly. Now, saying that I'm a pastor, everything that I do, even from the business point of view, comes from the Bible. Um, I believe that the Bible contains principles, prophecies, and promises, especially the principles part. And so my work as a life coach will take some principles from the Bible that has impact on every human being. And that's exactly what I am going to be doing with you today. So as you can see on your screen, winning in 2021. What do I have to do to win? Can I actually even win? And that is why I've come to you today. So let us go straight forward to this study. And if, like I said, if you have your question, you can ask your question. I'll be able to help. If you agree with me, also let me know that you are there. If you are taking notes, let me know what has been a blessing to you. If you can share your page, please quickly share your page. Encourage somebody to come on. You can find us on Facebook. If you are watching us, share it. Purpose Achieving Life, the IFAB Coaching School, and all of that. So let us move forward from there. I want to take the story of the 4 tiny animals and share with you 10 rules. I call it 10 rules, 10 must-have rules that you can have this year. And I promise you, in 6 months, your life will not be the same. Your life will not be the same. 10 practical rules. And I believe that everybody can win because of these 4 tiny animals that I'm about to share with you. If you read the book from the wisest man that has ever lived, his name is called Solomon. Solomon wrote a book. One of the numerous books he wrote is the book he called the book of Proverbs. The word Proverbs simply means wisdom. So he wrote a book. If it is today market, it will be a wisdom book. And I want us to learn something from that wisdom book that man wrote. And I call what I'm about to share with you from here the 4 tiny animals. He talked about 4 tiny animals that you and I are bigger than, yet they are very successful in whatever that they do. Now, after we read it, we're going to take all the animal one after the other and learn something from these animals. This is what today's seminar is about. And I am so much optimistic that these animals can teach us a lesson. And this year, you can plan your life and you can ensure that your life will come out successfully. We don't have to live our life to chance. We have to plan our lives. Even if you're a believer, there are certain things, if you're watching me, God is not going to do for you. The onus is upon you. The responsibility is upon you. A big word, responsibility is upon you to plan your life. So quickly, without taking much of your time, I want to take you through what this wise man said some time ago in his book, the Book of Wisdom. In chapter 30, subsection 24 to subsection 28, he said this: there are 4 things on earth that are small but unusually wise. 4 things on earth. They are small but unusually wise. The first one of these things is the ant. And I know that you know the ant. If you don't know it, I'm going to show you the picture of the ant. And I want you to think with me. I want you to write something down. And I want you to apply this to your life. The ants, they are not strong, but they store up food all summer. They are not strong. Watch what he's saying. He didn't say they are strong. They are not strong. They have a weakness. Yet they store up food all summer. Now, the second one is the heresies or the conies. They are not powerful, but they make their homes among the rocks. Note that. They are not powerful, but they make their homes among the rocks. The third animal or the third thing is the locust. Very small. They have no kin, their weakness, but they march in formation. The fourth thing is the lizard. They are easy to catch, but they are found among even in kings' palaces. Why did he say this? Four tiny animals or four tiny things that obviously you and I are bigger than the ant. We are bigger than the heresies. The child who is born today is bigger than the locust. The child who is born today is bigger than the lizard. Now, this is it. If all these four animals are winning in their environment and in their atmosphere, then I believe straightforward that you and I too can win as well. That explains to us that there is no reason why the last 5 years of your life you have been stagnant. Just because you have weakness? No. Let these animals empower you. Now, I want to go into my next slide. So just wait on me. It's a new system. And yeah, I'll go on my next slide very shortly. Let's bear with me. Yes, my system is playing around, but we'll do our best to go there. Just give me a minute. Yes, just give me a minute, and I'm going to go there with you very shortly. I want us to look at what I call the lesson before the lesson. Here, the lesson before the lesson. As my system comes up, if it doesn't come, I will move straight forward. So don't worry. I just want to make sure that you walk with me. Okay. So just give me 2 minutes. Don't worry. Internet, yeah. So I'll come on full screen right now whilst I work on sharing my screen with you again. So these four tiny animals are teaching us something very, 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 very key. Okay. The first thing that we can learn from these four tiny animals is that we can all win in life. That is the number one thing. I want you to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself that you too, you can win in life, and that 2020 can be a year of winning for you. And that is what I want to see in your life, practically by looking at these four tiny animals. If all these four tiny animals are winning, then I want you to practically also know in your life that you can do what? You can also win in your life. You can win in your life. Two, one thing that we are learning from these animals, I'm not even studying it, I'm just looking at these animals. Thank you very much, Pastor Lydia, for joining us. Bless you too. Is that you don't have to be physically strong before you can win. You don't have to be physically strong before you can win. That's something that we are learning from these four tiny animals. I don't have to be physically strong before I win. I don't have to be physically strong. Some people think that you have to be physically strong before you can win. No, you don't have to be physically strong before you can win. That's one thing that these animals are teaching us. The ant is not strong, yet he wins. The ant is not strong, yet he wins. How can you explain that? The ant is not physically strong animal, yet what this man is telling us that the ant wins every time by preparing food all summer. So I don't have to be physically strong before I can win. That is one thing that we are learning from these animals. My system is still playing around, but I'm going to do my best. And the third thing is that the race of life is not to the swift always. You don't have to be the fastest man or the fastest woman before you can win. Because all these animals that I've just mentioned and you and I have seen, they are not the fastest. They are not the strongest. They are not faster than anything. It's amazing that in his book, he's talking to us. He's not using the tiger to talk to us. He's not using the elephant to talk to us so that somebody at home will say, hey, how can I learn something from the tiger? How can I learn something from this big animal? No, he's using tiny, 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 tiny things to begin to speak to us in a very, very powerful way. We can all win. As you can see on my screen, I'm trying my best to carry you along. Number 3, the race is not to the swift always. Number 4, failure or success is not tied to your size, but to your mind. Please learn it. If you look at the sizes of all these animals, we can kill an ant as small as this. I always say this when I'm presenting this everywhere. But when we were young, we used to go around, I don't know about you, with catapults, and we try to get lizards because they are very small and we can overpower them. But today we are learning something from these animals, that they start their year and they ensure that they successfully finish the year. So how much more you? How much more me? Failure, by looking at this animal, whether I fail or I succeed, is not tied to the size. It's not tied to my size. It's not tied to my size, but to my mind. Whether I fail this year, please note it. The new year is very powerful, but whether I fail or I succeed, it's not tied to my size. It's not tied to my physical ability. It is tied to my mind. Please get this well. So that even if we pray, we fast, we plan. The greatest of organizations I've seen spend probably 3 months planning and the rest of the months executing. It is not wrong, because it is still very early in the year, that before anything, plan. And one of the things we do as an organizations, I will share later on, we help you to plan your life, plan your organization and everything. For all the last 10 years, we have successfully seen it. So this time I am strongly optimistic and pessimistic that no matter who you are, we can help you. But please take this. Number 5, the 5th thing we can learn from these animals. You don't have to have a multitude of gifts to succeed. The only thing you need to find is to find your strength zone. By looking at these animals, I learned something. I don't have to have multitude of gifts. How many gifts does the ant have? How many gifts does the locust have? That we are to go to them and look at them. It's amazing. And one thing I'm drawing your mind to is these 4 tiny animals that you and I have looked at right now. We are to look at them and use them to influence our own lives. So if you're watching me, this is what we are doing. This is what will make you win. If you are to win, you don't need multitude of gifts. Somebody is saying, me, I don't have this. This one is gifted than me. This one is a star. We are all stars. What we need to do is to find our strength zone. Please write it down. And I highlighted that in my lesson for you. Your strength zone is the zone where you are strong. You may not have 10 gifts like somebody, but only one gift will take you far. Only one gift would take you far. And when I was beginning, I told you that it started with me. Sorry. It started with me when I found my gift. and I found my passion and I found my purpose and I made the decision. And today, that one purpose that I found, if I tell you what it is helping me to achieve and what it is helping me to become, you will be surprised. Many of us look at our limitation to the point that we are not able to move forward in life. If there is a limitation, the ant is very, very limited. If there is a limitation, the lizard, the locust, they are very limited in the forest where the strongest survive. But these animals still survive. Now I want us to move forward. If my screen will help me. Good. And I want us to look at the ant. The first animal he mentioned about is the ant. The first animal he mentioned about is the ant. And what did he say about the ant? We've seen the weakness. The ants aren't strong, but they store up food all summer. The ants aren't strong, but they store up food all summer. The ants aren't strong, but they store up food all summer. Three things you can see on my screen that you and I can learn from the ant. One is vision. They are not strong. We have seen the weakness. Yet they do something. They have vision. They are able to see far ahead in the summer that if they don't do something, by winter, they are going to be hungry and probably they are going to die. So the ant, first thing that we can learn from the ant is that the ant has vision. Now tell me, if the ant can have a vision, what about you and I? We all have God, but do you have a vision? What is vision? Vision is the ability to see far. The difference between vision and sight, watch it. The difference between vision and sight is that sight see what is before. Vision see beyond sight. That's the difference. So the ant may have eyes, but they see that they need to store up food for summer. So even as tiny as it is, you see that the ant has a vision, or the ant have vision. It is very early in the year. That is why we are doing this. If your year is really going to be a winning year, you need to have a vision. If you don't have one, please have one. If you don't know how to have one, this is not a study for that. I can take only vision and teach you vision. And this is why I'm recommending this year, I'm picking students on organizations to help individuals. No matter how difficult the year is, you need a vision. So the first thing we learn from the ant very quickly is a vision. The second thing we learn from the ant that we can go and learn from the ant is preparation. The ants are not strong, yet they store up food. In other words, they prepare and put food down for all summer. Sisters and brothers, from the ant, the second rule for winning is preparation. And preparation is very, very key. You know, somebody once said that the desire to win is good, but the desire to prepare is critical. Very important. You know, we start the year 31st night, people have given up because they have that desire. I want to win, I want to win, I want to win, I want to do this. Nobody wants to fail. I don't see anybody who has, in his right sense, want to fail. But at the end, we end up failing because most of the time we don't prepare. So the desire to win is great. Have that desire. I know it's a new year and you are really fired up. What will happen to you by March, by April? This is why I'm teaching this. Your preparation is very key. Preparation is key in everything that you do. If you stay all day in bed, going around and just giving excuses, that is up to you. But if you prepare and make up your mind that I'm going to succeed, you are really going to succeed. And you are really going to win in every aspect of your life. Physically, I mean, spiritually, I mean, emotionally, intellectually, you are going to win. Because the ant has put this principle to practice. And as small as the ant is, you look at the right-hand side of my screen, you will see the ant. And I put a picture of the ant so that those who don't know, look at them, very tiny. You can step on them and kill them. Yet they prepare to make sure they don't go hungry. How are you preparing your life to succeed this year? Don't leave preparation to anybody. I normally say this in my coaching class. If you don't prepare, you will repair. And repairing costs much more than preparing. If you don't prepare, you will repair. If you don't prepare, you will repair. And so for many of us, and for this friend that I told you about, she has given up on the new year because it is all repairing. I don't know whether she has a vision. I don't know whether she's following through the vision. I don't know how she's preparing herself. The new year is powerful because it gives us the opportunity to have a vision again if we don't have one, to prepare again if you have not. And the third thing we have from the tiny animal ant is tenacity. Tenacity is simply hard work. The ant is tenacious. And the third rule that will help this year to be different for you, different for me, different for an organization is hard work. And so actually the man in his chapter 6 of his book, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6, he says something. He says, go to the ant, you lazy person, and learn its ways directly. Laziness is one of the things that has kept us. We are comfortable where we are. We are comfortable with the little job that we do. We are comfortable. I called it having lousy goals. As long as I can pay my bills, as long as I can put food on the table, I am okay. Whereas deep within you, there is more. Whereas God has more for you. Whereas you have been built for more. If only we will stop being lazy and we start being tenacious. And everything I'm talking about is applicable practically. If the ant and these tiny things are doing it, then how much more you and how much more me? So this year, my encouragement to you is that get up. Yes, you have God or whatever. Have a vision. See something. Prepare yourself. Get ready to prepare. Somebody is asking, how do I do all these things? You join our organization. We will help you practically to do this. I'm not here to talk alone. I like practicality. And I like to see change in people. I have learned from the ant to be tenacious. I didn't learn from the big animal, from a very small animal that I'm stronger than. Hard work, no excuses this year. Be tenacious. Take your business to the next level. Whatever you are doing, take it higher. I like to hear from you as we go about. As we go about. So help me to hear from you. Yeah, I am having slight difficulties on my system. So just stay with me. And we will gradually get through it. We will gradually get through it. I promise you, you and I are gradually going to get through this, and we will learn together. Yeah. My system is playing up. I want us to move quickly. Yeah, I would like us to move quickly into the second animal, and hopefully we pick something from there. Again, if my screen will allow me, I will be with you shortly. So stay there. If you are learning something, I want to hear from you. Whatever you are learning, I want us to learn together. So you have some encouraging words to share with somebody, you can do that actually. So as and when my system comes, I want to give you a quote to consider. I want to give you a quote to consider. And this quote is from golfer Arnold Palmer. And this is what Arnold is saying. He says, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. Life's battle don't always go to the stronger, as we have seen from these ants. They are not strong. Or faster man, as we have seen in these tiny animals. But soon or late, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. The man who wins is the man who thinks he can. The man who wins is the man who thinks he can. If you think you can win, you can win. If you think you will fail, you will fail. If you think the new year is not good, there's nothing good about the new year, there will be nothing good about the new year. It's as simple as that. Whatever you think, it will come to pass in your life. Thank you, Richard. The ant sees itself as an ant. So how you see yourself can break or make you. Very powerful. Thank you very much. And this is why we are coming to you tonight, today, this morning. It's very early, but we are here. And thank you for joining. Please share it and get somebody to also come on board and share. I'm trying to use everything to share these things with you. So please stay with us and let us study together. Let us study together. So I'm still waiting for most of your comments. Let your comments come, share them, and let us study together. I want to hear from you. I want to know that you are there, and you can hear me very well as well. Okay. So if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. Life's battle does not always go to the stronger, as we are seeing, or faster man, as we are seeing. But soon or late, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. So how many of us are thinking that we can do something with our lives? How many of us are thinking that we can do something with our lives? This is why I have come, so that we change the way we think, we change the way we do things, we change the way we actually do things in our lives. This is very, very key and very, 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 very important. The third animal is the rock badger, or the second animal is the rock badger. Let me move forward. I'm still working on the slide. Technical team is helping me to work on the slide here. And so as when it comes, I'm going to feed you in. So stay with me and let us study together. You can still hear me, and that's the most important thing. The second animal in the story, or what Solomon said, is the rock badger. We have seen vision, we have seen preparation, and we have seen tenacity. 3. What's the fourth rule and the fifth rule come from the rock badger? What does it say? They aren't powerful. You listen to the quote that I said from Arnold. They aren't powerful, but they make their homes among the rock or the rocks. One would think that there are two places you can make a home. You can either make a home in the sand or make a home on the rocks. This is figurative. You can be walking in the sand in 2021 or be among those who walk on the rock. Now, when crises come, it reveals the foundation upon which you build your life. And I'm talking in a time where there is crisis. I don't need to quote anything. 2020, COVID-19, 2021, I don't know whether we should call it COVID-21. Now this COVID, watch this. Many people may not get COVID, but many homes, many individuals are going to be affected by COVID. What am I talking about? Mental health. And this is an area that this year we have to be very careful. The foundation upon which you build your life will be revealed by one sickness they call mental health. The worst sickness in UK, the worst sickness in Europe, the worst sickness in the world today is mental health. Now, there are dimensions of mental health, and I'm not looking at people who have been born with defects and other things, but I'm talking about people like you and I everyday people who are uh, very, very healthy, very, very healthy. Yet they say life has no living. And I'm afraid because today children as young as sorry, children as young as 11, 12, 13 says that life is not worth living. Do you know that? The current statistics is high. It is estimated that this year there will be more mental health cases than any other year. Last year alone, in the UK alone, over 8,000 people, 8 to 10,000 people died from depression, from suicide alone. And this year it will trigger. What triggers it is the foundation upon which we build our lives. Like I said, you can build on sand, and when crisis come, imagine building on sand and tsunami comes, it will sweep it away. But when we look at these tiny animals, as tiny as they are, as powerless as they are, they build on the rock instead of building on the sand. So the fourth rule you need for a successful 21-21, you can apply these principles everywhere, is building on strong or rocky foundations. Building on strong and rocky foundations. I'm going to try to see whether I can share my slides with you again so that those of us who are taking notes, you can actually take notes. So just bear with me as I try to share my screen with you. In a moment, I'm going to try to share my screen with you again. So bear with me. Things are playing up here. So just pray with me that I will be able to share my screen with you very quickly, very quickly. So just hold on with me, and I am going to try and share it again with you so that you can learn with me. So just quickly, thank you. All right, it is coming. I think so. It is coming. So just wait. So we can learn building on strong foundation from these tiny animals. Yeah. Yeah. Building on strong foundation is one. So the fourth rule is building on strong foundation. Another thing we can learn from this tiny animal is wisdom, which is the fifth thing. Building on strong foundation. The stronger your foundation, the stronger your life. As a matter of fact, your life is like a building. The stronger your foundation, the stronger your life. The weaker your foundation, the weaker your life. This is the principle used by the iPhones that you like and all the things, the TVs you like. They spend time to build a strong foundation before they execute. In January, I recommend to you, use January to build on a strong foundation, building on vision. Build, write something down, prepare yourself. Think that you can, and you can. You are halfway there. Wisdom is key. Of all the problems we have in the world, lack of wisdom contributes to 95% of it. Please take note of what I'm telling you. If you should look at your life right now in the last five years, some mistakes that we all have made, today that we are probably wiser than that. Today, you wouldn't have done the same thing you did 5 years ago if you have been wise today. So it is very important that we seek wisdom. Wisdom can be found in books. Wisdom can be found in things like this. You know, I am an African, and it's so sad that the I don't know what to say. My people don't like things like this, but wisdom, yes. With Christ being your foundation, that is one. So one, with Christ being your foundation, I like that, Esther. But practically, take that Christ as your foundation and lay and begin to build on it. Don't build on sand. Build on, like you can see on the screen, Esther, build on Christ. And for my people, let us not just allow that statement, like Christ is my foundation, be the thing that we talk about, but we build our life on. We build our life on. Build your life on it, because the foundation for you has already been laid. So that means that I have no excuse not to win. And I'm taking you to the rock badger. They are not powerful. Watch it. They are not powerful, but they make their homes among the rocks. They don't make their homes among the rocks. You can see on the screens very carefully for yourself. They don't make their homes among the sand. So don't have Christ as your foundation, but you are building on sand. So thank you for very much for that. Yes, somebody, Facebook user, building on a strong foundation. Good morning. Good morning to you as well. All right. By mastering through knowledge. Yes, I like what is coming. Yes, by mastering through knowledge. So yes, so wisdom, the fifth rule for 2021, and you can actually use this for the rest of your life, is wisdom. Wisdom. Wisdom, they say, is the principal thing. In all you're getting, get wisdom. And like I said, most of the problems we have had in life is lack of wisdom. And so moving forward, if my year have to be key, I must operate in wisdom. I must work in wisdom. I must work in wisdom. I must walk in wisdom. I need wisdom. Wisdom is key. If the rock badger, you don't need power, you need wisdom. So the rock badger is telling us that I don't need to be powerful to build on the rocks. I just need wisdom to build on the rocks. Are you getting it? Good morning. I see those who are coming up. Good morning to you as well. Keep your comments coming. I like that. And we study together and move forward together. So practically, that is what we learn from these animals, the rock badger. That's something that you and I can learn from. Now, I want to say something about destiny on my next slide. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. Please get this and get it right. Destiny is not a matter of chance. Jennings Bryan, and I agree with him, is a matter of choice. In other words, the choices you are willing to make this year will make you. It does not matter whether you sit at the right-hand side of God or anything. You have choices to make. Destiny, my destiny, I want you to say to yourself, my destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved. Your destiny is waiting to be achieved. There is an aspect of what God does for us, and there's an aspect for what to do. Somebody said that my gift is God, gift of talent is God's gift to me. What I do with it is my gift to God. And I got this understanding very early in my understanding of my purpose, that God has given me something. It may not be three, it may not be as big as yours, but I only have one. And at the end, I will show you what one gift in my life I've been able to help me to achieve up to today. That one gift is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. Today, I want you to choose to achieve your destiny. Today, I want you to choose to achieve your destiny practically. Like I told you, three things. I'm leading a group, I'm leading the church, I'm leading people to do, pray, fast, but also plan. So this is the planning part. That today I make it a choice. I'm not chancing upon anything. I'm not leaving anything to a matter of chance. So destiny is not a matter of chance. Destiny is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved. I want us to move to the third animal, which is the locust. Thank you. The locust. What did he say about the locust? They have no king, but they match information. They have no king. They have no leader, but they match information. The C's rule, they are known, what they are known for. The C's rule is order and organization. Order and organization. It is hard time that you begin to order your life and organize your life. Practically, the locusts have no king. Somebody say, I don't have any husband. Somebody say, I don't have any wife. It does not give you the reason to fail. Me, I don't have any money. When I come to your house, how orderly is your house right now as you are watching me? Are you waiting because somebody is coming to visit you, then you clean your house? It starts with you. Look at the locusts. They have no king. I want you to look at the things you don't have and say to yourself today, even though I don't have A, B, C, and D, I will live an ordered life. Somebody is saying, me, I don't have a passport, so I'm waiting. No. What can you do now before the passport comes? What can you do now before the man comes? What can you do now? Me, I don't have any money. But you can write your vision down. You can order your vision. Do you know that there are certain people who are waiting that with your idea, they'll fund you? My wife started a business in Bradford right now, Yam Spice. If you've not checked it out, let me use this opportunity to share with you. This is what we do. So we are not just talking. That's why I am a coach. I am an entrepreneur. I'm an author. I'm a pastor. Yet we still double in our business because we don't leave anything to chance. Order and organization. I remember when my wife wanted to start up her business, we did not have the money. We did not have the money. I agree with you, Esther. And Esther is saying that order is heaven's first law of wealth. Very powerful and very true. Order is heaven's first law of wealth. Very, very true. My wife was starting a business. We didn't have the money. But to tell the truth, at a point I was saying, it's okay, let's go and have money. When we have money, we'll start it. But she had the tenacity. I'll give it to her. And before we realized, people who had the money, when they saw order and organization, they invested in it. And today, it is one of the vibrant restaurants in the city of Bradford. One of the premier African restaurants, making Africa proud. Order your life. Organize your life. Like our sister said, heaven's first law of wealth is order and organization. There was a day I was going to teach somewhere, and I was waiting on the Lord to give me 10 things to talk about. He gave me 9. And I was at work, and it was my break time. So it was break over, and I had to go back to my work. On my way, I was asking myself, I have 9, where is the 10? I heard inside of me to look on my right-hand side when I was walking back. On my right-hand side was a toilet. But on the door was written out of order. Then I heard a voice to say, write this principle down. Anything that is out of order cannot be used. Please write that statement down. Anything that is out of order cannot be used. I said, wow. He said, that's the 10th thing. I didn't want to tell you, I wanted to show you. Anything that is out of order cannot be used. And it is true. If you are going to toilet, as much as you are pressed to use the ladies or the gents, when you get there holding your stomach and probably even holding your bum, and you find that it is written out of order, you just try and find the next one. Why? Because anything out of order cannot be used. When your life is out of order, you can never be successful. So if your life is out of organization, and it starts from the home where you are, somebody watching me today, just start from your home. Just put order in your bedroom. Just put order in your closet. Just put order. Then your mind will even begin to open up to begin to think. If you come to my home, I shut my thinking capacity down when things in my house is out of order. So the first thing I do is order. Order. Organization. Organize your life. And two, the seventh thing we learn from, they have no kin, but they match information. They work as a team. Pastor Emmanuel from Malawi, thank you for joining us. More grace to you as well. Teamwork. One is too small a number. One is too small a number to win. Anything that is out of order cannot be used. Thank you, including people. Yes, when your life is out of order, it cannot be used. Thank you, Esther. Teamwork is the seventh thing. Maybe the last 5 years you'll be working alone. Work with like-minded people. One is too great a number to win big. Individuals win games. Team wins championship. And championships are bigger than games. If you are a Cristiano Ronaldo and you are not a team player, you can win games, but you cannot win championship. Do you know that? So teamwork is what makes the dream actually work. So this year, the seventh rule you are learning from the locust is that they have no kin, but they operate with the principle of teamwork and the principle of order. That's what I said. You don't need a king in your life. That king here may represent something in your life. I don't have a husband, so I don't have a car, so I don't have money, so I don't have a British passport. So hey, yes, but you can do something. These animals have no kin, and the locust is teaching us to match information. They match in order and organization, and they match in team. And on your right-hand side of my screen, or on your left-hand side, probably you may see the picture there. Very tiny animal. We are not learning from big animals. Very, very, very tiny animal that I am using to help you here. Order and organization is the sixth one, and teamwork. Stop working alone in that organization. And if you choose to work with us, we will help you to build a team. And things I'm listening to you, time is not on my side. I've got about 6-7 minutes to finish with you. But I'm looking for people. When we finish, you should go to Purpose Achieving Life. And let me chip this in, where you can enroll or you can come to us, whether you are personal development. I'll come to that and I'll share more about that. So everything I'm sharing is practical. I'm just giving it to you. But if you need to personally in your organization, you need us to come and coach your group, your organization, please just connect with us. We'll be coming with you with some of these seminars this year to help you. But if you want to go to the next level, please come and subscribe with what we are doing, and then we will go forward with you. So keep with me. My slide keep moving and playing along, but I hope that I will be able to still go forward with you very quickly. So just stick with me here. I will try my best to get us there as you are taking your notes and keeping your comments coming. Yeah. So this is what we can learn from the locust. You and I, we can learn this from the locust. Yeah. We have seen the ant, we've seen the rock badger, we have seen the locust. Now, I want to give you a quote to consider, even though that my screen is still playing with me. Rocky Balboa, the Academy Award winning movie. He says something in that movie, and I love that movie, and I picked this from that movie. He said, Rocky Balboa was describing his relationship with his girlfriend who became the wife, Adrian. If you remember that movie, if you've not watched it, go and watch Rocky. He says, I've got gaps. She's got gaps. But together, we've got no gaps. I've got gaps. She's got gaps. But together, we've got no gaps. And I love it. In life, I may have gaps. You will have gaps. But when we begin to work together, we have no gaps. That's a powerful statement for teamwork. That is a powerful statement for teamwork. I've got gaps. you've got gaps, but together we have no gaps. So I may be limited in one way, you may be stronger in one way, but when we come together, this is why we are learning from the locust. This is what we are learning from the locust. We all may have gaps in our lives, but if we can work together, you will find out that actually we have no gaps. And so teamwork is very, very key if we are to win in whatever that we are doing. Yeah. So I am trying to get my screen to work. Even though it is not working, I am going to still go forward with you. Let's look at the lizard, which is the last animal. I have some few minutes. Give me about less than 10 minutes. I am going to share with you. The lizard is one of the weakest animals, yet it is found in the king's palace. We hear the lizard. It is found in the king's palace, the 8th and 9th rule for this year. I am going to attempt to share my screen again, so just give me a minute. Stay with me. Thank you for your patience. We are getting there one after the other, and together we will win. So in the midst of challenges and obstacles that come in at the last minute when you are presented, we still have to go on, and this is what we are talking about. Yeah, so I'm not giving up, so don't give up. Teamwork always get results. Keep your comments coming. Thank you. So you see me working here. I'm not giving up, even as my presentation doesn't want to show up, but I will do my best to show it up. It has come again. I told you. The lizard. Thank you. Teamwork always get the results. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for waking up this morning. We are winning. We are winning. We are winning. The 8th thing we can learn from the lizard is that the lizard is fearless. And the 9th thing is that the lizard has skills. As weak as the lizard is, even in the king's palace, it can be seen there. And the lesson there is that if we are to win, be fearless. Many of us have allowed fear to cripple us. And the wise man is saying that don't look at big animals, look at the lizard. And today I want you to say to yourself that if the lizard can be fearless, then I can be fearless too. What is it that you have wanting to do, but out of fear, the fear of failure, the fear that I will lose friends. Today, lose friends, but along the way, you will gain powerful friends. If some people don't get off your boat, sometimes you sink. And some of us, you just need to change the people that are around you. I'm not saying be loggerhead with them, but in order to be fearless, you need to work with people who are fearless. And if the lizard can be fearless, then you and I can also be fearless. So today, just look at the lizard and you will kill that fear out of your life. Just look at the lizard. That as weak as it is, it doesn't say that let me hide myself. He shows up in the king's palace. And what does the Bible say? Skill. Have you seen a man who is skilled at his work? He will stand before kings, not obscure people. So this year, develop your skill, develop your skills. Learn, read. If it is to take a qualification to make your skills sharpened, take that qualification. Don't say no. Develop your skills. It takes skills to be shown before the king. It takes skill. That one gift you have, if you can be skillful at it. We are moving in the time in the world where we need skillful men. People who can offer solutions. I sit in front of you to offer you solution to a problem in the midst of crisis. That in the midst of crisis, by just looking at these tiny animals, I'm not looking at something impossible, and I believe you agree with me. We can win. We can win. So fearlessness and skill, it can be learned from the lizard, not the crocodile. And you say, coach, this is too big. No, the lizard. It's like this, as you can see. It is fearless. What is it that you are wanting to do that you are afraid? Aim high. Break that fear. And, you know, in mental health well-being, sometimes people present big issues to me and I present equal issues to them. And I've seen somebody who presented to me that anytime I want to do this, I'm afraid. I just say, look at the lizard. And we learn this from the lizard, and that alone. Just have the lizard in your imagination and begin to do it. You can do it. Nike, do it. Don't be afraid. And even if you're afraid, do it afraid. Like to work with you, see that thing, that dream you want to implement, but you're afraid. And we are going to look at the lizard alone like this. And you and I are thinking and talking about him, and just do it. Don't be afraid. It's early in the year and I'm doing this. So this is timely. It's the reason why I'm doing this time. So that you can break the fear of 5, 6, 7 years. And this year, you say, whatever it will take, I will step out of fear. I may lose money, but I can also gain money. You don't lose it. You learn a lesson. This year, I have this skill. I've thrown it apart. Many of us focus on the things we don't have. We let the things we have, we throw them out of the bin, or we treat them secondary. This is one of the greatest problems in our generation. Skills. Have you seen a man who is skilled in his work? Have you seen a man who is skilled in his work? He stands before kings. So the lizard is able to stand and appear in King's Palace because he has the skill to get there, even though he's not the strongest animal in the forest. So I know that you are not the strongest person. You are a shy person. But you can build your skill. It should not keep you down. Develop your skill. Read a book in the area of your skill. We all have something, like these animals. We all have something. You can choose to look at how not strong you are, how not powerful you are, how weak you are, or you can choose to see that I am good in this area. I can learn. Discipline yourself and develop your skill. Thank you for agreeing with me perfectly. Time is always up. It's great being here with you. But let's look at this quote from Michael Koda. Success on any major scale requires you to accept responsibility. I'm finishing. Success on any major scale requires you to accept responsibility. In the final analysis, the one quality that all successful people have is the ability to take on responsibility. This year, all the things I've shared with you, if you are to be successful at scale 1 or scale 10, the onus is on you to accept the responsibility. And this is what I say, that God will not do it for you. You know, when you look at that word responsibility, it means that you are responsible, or you have it is 2 words, response and ability. Every human being has the ability to respond. And so if you look at these tiny animals, in the midst of their weakness, they take the responsibility upon themselves. The ant, the rock badger, the locust, the lizard, weak animals, weak things. Yet, we are talking about their success here because they take responsibility. And I want you to look at these 4 tiny animals. I want you to imagine them because we all know them. Sleep and dream that if the lizard can do it, I can do it too. I'm not talking about the success of a great man somewhere who you and I can despise and say, they got there. No, I'm talking of these tiny things. I don't know whether you're getting it, but I know that you're getting it. I know that you are getting it. Thank you, Richard. Like a lizard, you don't become what you want, you become what you believe. The lizard believes in itself. Believe in yourself. Yes, I believe in God, but believe that God has put something in me. This year, we must be great. This year, we must manifest our greatness. And it starts with what? It starts with taking responsibility. In the final analysis, the one quality that all successful people have is the ability to take on responsibility. This is an ability, and we all have ability. Even in disability, it is not lack of ability. I've seen many disabled people who are doing great things. These 4 tiny animals have a lot of disability. Yet, I agree with Koda that they are doing something very, very, very great. So, I'm finishing. But here are the 10 winning rules to develop. I only talked about 9, but the 10th one, you can find it here. 1 is vision you believe in. Please note it. Vision you believe in. This time, I'm not talking about people who have vision, but they don't believe in. Vision you believe in. If you are to win in 2021, these are my 10 rules for you. Vision you believe in. You must believe in what you see in this year, beyond crisis. Coronavirus or no coronavirus, have a vision that you believe in. I've talked about it from the ant. 2 is preparation. Rule number 2 is preparation. Rule number 3 is tenacity or hard work. From the rock badger, we learn rule number 4 and 5. Strong foundation. And 5, wisdom. 6, from the locust, the rule number 6 is order and organization. 7 is teamwork, which we've talked about. And from the lizard, be fearless and develop a skill. Don't have to be many. 10 is mindset shift. All these things I've talked about is in the mind. These 4 animals don't see the weakness you see. They know that you can step on them when they come out, yet they come out. They know that they can fail, yet they come out. But it's the mindset. This year, the greatest change you and I need to have is a shift in our thinking, a shift in our mindset, a shift in the thinking, a shift in the mindset. And I'm ending, and I'm almost done with you here. Yeah. I'm almost done with you. Somebody is saying that I thought I could have a platform called The Inside View that seeks to discuss our own problems and share the success story. But hey, it's possible now. Believe in what you see, just like you said. Nana, your name didn't come, but I know you. And powerful. Please check out The Inside View. I was on for Christmas. And this woman is an epitome of what we are talking about here. I never thought I could have a platform called The Inside View. Please go online and check The Inside View. But today she's doing it when these principles has been put to practice. So here you have it. Somebody giving a practical testimony here, if I am to say it that way. Give it a practical testimony here. So to tell the truth, you can make it. You can make it. You can make it. If only you believe it, you can make it. It is possible. I'm leaving that comment for the whole world to see, because we can all make it. We can all make it. You can make it. I never thought I could have a platform called the Inside View that seeks to discuss. But looking at these 4 animals, today you too can make it. If these 4 animals can make it, this is your ticket to the next level. This is your ticket to the next level. And this is exactly what I am sharing with you. So I am running up. Thank you for your time, for sticking with us. You see my slide is going way back. And in conclusion, if you need help, if you want us to work with you, assist you in any side, in any aspect of your life, we are here. We are here to do it. This is the slide that I've shared with you, everyone. We are here. You want this slide to be taught on your program. We want this. You want us to coach you, mentor you, help you. This is what I do. As you can see on the screen, I am a pastor. For some of you, you'll be very surprised to see me in this capacity. But before I became a pastor, I have been operating a coaching organization for the last 10 years, almost 10 years now. And I believe that you can be blessed. We can make it. I am a practical person. So this is the Purpose Achieving Life organization. We do more than what you see on there. We do live youth coaching. We help prepare young people to overcome mental health related issues and find meaning in their lives and live a purpose achieving life. So practically, if you want, you can join this organization, Purpose Achieving Life. We do seminars. One of them you are seeing now. We have gone all the way to the top. I don't want to blow horn here. We do personal development. We help people to identify their potential and develop themselves. You heard from us. It's the story there. We help you to develop a 5 to 10 year development plan. Actually, I wanted to give a gift, but I'll wait at some point. We have a material that will help you to do that. How to plan your life to the level where it will come to plan your day. And in the next 5 years, you'll see. We do business and entrepreneurship. As you can see there, we have helped so many people. I don't want to mention them. They are on there. My wife is part of is part of that. A lot of people. We help you to realize your business dreams, register, structure your business, and more. All the questions, book writing, and more. I am an author of several books, and I'm still writing many books. We will teach you how to write your book. Somebody is asking for the gift. The gift I want to present a gift. Please, I want you to subscribe, and I'm going to send you a gift. I am going to send, let me see whether I can have my subscription and put it in the link. Please just wait for me. Esther is asking, what is the gift? I want to give you a 10-year development plan. And it's a very powerful thing I only give to my students who come on my coaching program. But today I will try my best to give you this. I've put a link in there. If you are watching me, there is a link that I've put there, Kofi Amwatin. If you click on the link, it will take you to our mailing page. You just subscribe there if you are watching, and I promise I'm going to send you. Yes. So the gift, if you are listening to me, the gift is what I've just put in there. You can see it on Facebook, please, on YouTube. The link is what I'm showing there. If you go on YouTube, there is a link I've just put there. If you go on YouTube and type Purpose Achieving Life, you will see this video. When I finish, I will also put it on Facebook. So click on the link. What is going to happen is that it's going to take you to my subscription page. You subscribe there, and so I can have your email, and I will forward you that gift. The gift I'm going to send you is a very powerful gift. It's a 10-year development plan that will help you to plan your life, and everything we've talked about here, you're going to practicalize it, and then you can apply it yourself, or if you need us to help you, we are going to also do that. So for those of us who are watching through YouTube, you can see it there. For those of us who are watching on Facebook, when I finish, I'm going to actually put it on Facebook as well, so you can click on the link, and I'm going to share that 10-year development plan with you, and move forward from there. So these are some of the things. Aside all these things, I'm an ardent writer. Online you can find all my books, coaching programs, everything we've talked about here. You can find all these things. So hey, thank you for taking your time to join us here at FAP Coaching School and the Purpose Achieving Life organization. You can also register and tune in for free at my podcast. You can find me on Google Podcast. You can find me on all the podcast streams that is in the world. You will find my podcast. The podcast is called MLMP, or Making Life Matter podcast. So whether you need youth coaching, personal development, mental health, well-being, entrepreneurship, and everything, you are serious to get started, as you can hear, there are many people we've been able to successfully help. Why not you? We can also help you. So this is a very beginning here, and if you want to work with us, you want us to come and present this to your group, your organization, and build, and anything that you inquire by subscribing, and send us a message on Facebook. Purpose Achieving Life. My name is Kofi Amwatin on Facebook. You will find me there. Connect with us, and we will help and work with you. So thank you for everything. As you can see on your screen, our website is on the screen, purposeachieving.com. You can actually go there. You can actually register. You can actually enroll on some of our courses and our programs. There too, we will also begin with you. Everything is ready for you. Thank you for your time. And until we meet again, I always say shalom, peace, and new joy to you. It's a year of winning new things. May you win in every aspect of your life. Thank you for taking time and joining us.